I think so. I think, the energy that I felt on that tour was it was so big and infectious. And I wrote most of this while I was on that tour. So it's like I would go from 3 shows in a stadium, fly to Sweden, fly back to the tour, fly to Sweden. And it sounds like sort of an impossible feat or a ridiculous challenge to take on. But at that point in the tour, I was so physically exhausted.
Yes.
Let's really take a moment to talk about what Taylor achieved with the Eras tour. Because the more that's revealed, the more unbelievable it becomes. This wasn't simply a concert series. It was stamina. It was discipline. It was sacrifice and relentless determination, all wrapped in glitter, storytelling, and music. Taylor didn't just step on stage for 3.5 hours each night, she endured it. In a rare moment of honesty, she shared something that genuinely stunned fans. She admitted there were days when she could barely lift her arms or even walk. That revelation shifted the narrative entirely. What audiences saw as effortless brilliance was, behind the scenes, a test of physical and mental limits few people could withstand.
That I kind of needed to get back in that creative space, and that fueled me past physical exhaustion.
I was going to say that show was not a short show.
No, it was 3.5 hours long.
A complex show.
Really complex.
Yeah.
But really, every time I would just collapse into bed at night after the show, I'd just be I'd take the longest, deepest sigh of just oh, we did it again. We managed to do it again.
This is someone delivering 44 songs every single night, sprinting across a stage that spans the length of an NFL stadium, dancing non-stop, singing live, and staying emotionally connected to the audience, and doing it 149 times around the world between March 2023 and December 2024. Taylor never tried to soften the truth. She openly admitted there were nights when the show felt less like a performance and more like something she had to push through just to survive. And yet, night after night, she walked on stage smiling, grateful, and fully present. That alone speaks volumes about who she is. Now let's talk about the preparation, because this part deserves real respect. Under the guidance of her personal trainer, Taylor began 6 months of intense physical training before rehearsals even started. She didn't romanticize it. She called it brutal, and somehow that honesty only made fans admire her more. In a behind-the-scenes documentary, viewers were given a rare look at just how far she pushed herself. Taylor admitted that many of the things she accomplished on this tour were things she had never even attempted before. Her longest previous show ran just over 2 hours. This time, she committed to performing for 3.5 hours every single night. She explained that physically doing that is completely different from simply imagining it. What truly stunned fans was how she trained for it. Taylor revealed that she ran on a treadmill every day at the exact tempo of her songs, while singing them out loud. The reason was simple: she didn't want the audience to ever see her struggling for breath. That level of professionalism is almost unheard of. She estimates that she runs roughly 8 miles during each show, all while maintaining stable vocals through some of the most demanding parts of her catalog, including eras that require non-stop cardio and vocal control. That's why the Eras tour didn't just appear effortless, it was meticulously engineered to feel that way, even though it absolutely wasn't. Her workout routine was intense and unrelenting. It included battle rope slams, endurance work on ski machines, resistance band pull-ups, medicine ball throws, core-crushing exercises, balance training, reformer planks, and yes, pull-ups, which she openly admitted she hated. She even joked that none of that strength training ever shows up on stage, but it still made her significantly stronger. Her trainer confirmed the progress, and Taylor, being Taylor, laughed it off by saying her strength came from bottled-up frustration and determination. That humor is part of what makes people connect with her so deeply. She never pretends the hard parts don't exist. The tour began in March 2023 and concluded in December 2024. By the end, it became the highest-grossing tour in history, surpassing $2 billion in revenue, a number that reflects far more than popularity. It reflects endurance, preparation, resilience, and an extraordinary level of commitment.
That is the best thing I can possibly think of, and also the scariest.